think about it day and night. I feel like a king, oh yeah. And baby, can't help but stare. Such a rush, baby. Oh, when you touch me, baby. Such a rush, baby. Good guitar licks. You're listening to Viva ENT. This is Johnny the Capo. I am your host. We are live in Seattle. I'm here with my co-host, Mr.
Devin the DJ.
Devin the DJ and the greatest producer in all of the planet Earth, Mr.
Hey, everybody, it's Eric.
CC Rider.
All right. That was a good one.
Yes, I probably
Little Richard, yeah.
One of the best there. Actually, the Beatles did that stuff too. They were doing that stuff in their early recordings. That Little Richard, yeah, but anyway, we got another great show for you today. We are going into Hits 1981 Part 2.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of great songs in 1981 that have become kind of standards that we still know and love to this day. Some not so much, but lots of great stuff. I mean, last week on the show, just for instance, we talked about like 9 to 5, Dolly Parton. We talked about Morning Train, 9 to 5, Sheena Easton. We talked about Keep On Loving You from REO Speedwagon. You know, we talked about Kiss on My List by Hall & Oates. So there were some really big hits that definitely have stood the test of time. And so looking forward to diving back in and hearing more from that year.
Oh, yeah.
I was just a child. You were a young man playing in Vegas.
Yep.
And Devin was just a thought maybe in his parents' heads.
Not yet. But,
maybe not even that.
Yeah, in 81, I was definitely playing full-time in the lounges in Vegas, in the local clubs and stuff, and I was nonstop. It was week after week, month after month, year after year, I mean, basically from 1980 on up. But before we get started into 81, I want to talk about our group, Viva ENT Talk Radio Rock, Pop, and Soul. We have 944 members.
Yeah, come join the virtual community and post your favorite song or favorite concert. And many people are posting all the time, so I'm discovering new music. And
cool. And, yeah, we're keeping the music alive. And, you know, the cool thing about the group is memories, you know, from your childhood, maybe from your parents. You know, a lot of times people weren't born in this particular decade, but like you, for instance, but their parents were, and they remember the songs that their parents were listening to when they were kids. And
I still appreciate those songs.
Yes, you do. As a matter of fact, that's one of the things that I admire about you. And so we got Viva ENT Talk Radio, Rock, Pop, and Soul on Facebook. Please join.
And check out Viva ENT Studios on YouTube.
Viva ENT Studios on YouTube.
You can find this.
We just did a thing. We got 5 originals, Johnny the Capo original songs.
Yep.
On Viva ENT Studios. I'm real happy with the way that came out.
Yep.
There's only one error when Adam, the drummer, dropped his stick, but we
cut that out. Yeah.
Well, almost cut it out, but we barreled right through. And then Devin Creisler Studios, right?
Yep. Yeah, check out Devin Creisler Studios on YouTube for all my concert footage and
cool.
Yeah, the radio show archives.
We got the radio show on Viva ENT Studios every week, and your YouTube channel too, correct?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, dual channels.
Can't get more coverage than that.
And get the KKNW app if you want to hear it in high definition.
That's the way to go. That is the way to go. And so now we are at, what song are we at now?
We are at number 12, I believe. Well, no, Morning Train was where we left off.
Yeah, so we're at lucky number 13.
Lucky number 13. My lucky number 13.
Smokey Robinson, Being With You.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we remember a few weeks ago we were talking about Cruisin'.
Yeah.
79 was a huge hit for him. And he scored another huge hit. This was number 2. A number 2 hit in 81. And a great song.
Yeah.
Don't let them say we told you so.
I'm a big Smokey Robinson fan. Always have been since the very beginning.
Of course, he had massive success with the Miracles. Really helped define the Motown sound in the 60s.
I think he was actually a partner with Motown with Berry Gordy. He was one of the, I don't know if he was one of the owners, but he was definitely part of the Motown machine.
Yeah.
Besides being with the Miracles and having hits on his own, he wrote lots of songs for other artists like My Girl. Smokey wrote My Girl for the Temptations, and
because originally was My Guy, and then
actually it could have been, but you're right. He wrote My Guy too.
Well, that was before, and then it was a funny a My Girl song.
Yeah. So I don't know which one came first, but you're right.
I recommend everyone check out Hitsville, Making of Motown.
Oh, cool.
From Showtime, and it dives deep into the history of Motown.
Love it.
Smokey Robinson was deeply involved with Marvin Gaye, and
I seen it. It's a great show.
Smokey just celebrated his 81st birthday last month, and he was born in 1940 in Detroit.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I think there's a Spanish version of this song. And I could be wrong, but I just remember that some jogs my memory that they might have recorded this song in Spanish too.
Oh, probably.
Maybe even Smokey did it himself. I'm not sure. But anyway, great song, great artist. Love that smooth Smokey Robinson sound.
Yeah,
absolutely. There's few guys that are as smooth as Smokey.
He's smooth as silk.
I mean, and, him being that good, that smooth, went on to inspire the band ABC to score a huge hit with their tribute to him called When Smokey Sings. We'll probably talk about that in a few years, because I believe that was 85, I think. When I say a few years, I mean a few weeks from now when we get to 85. But
so that brings me to maybe right before we go on break or something. I have a song that it was that I wrote called "Tender Feeling." Such a tender feeling. It's on YouTube from the High Dive performances. It's a very Smokey Robinson-ish type song. So
nice.
If we can grab it later in the show, that'd be great.
Oh yeah, I recorded that.
I'll see if I can find that.
Yeah, it's definitely when I wrote that song, I was definitely thinking Smokey.
Yep.
No question.
Well, back to Motown, and on May 14th, Diana Ross signs with RCA Records, leaving Motown Records after 2 decades. The $20 million deal is the most lucrative recording contract in history at that time.
That is amazing. I don't know if they recovered their money on that, but it's.
I'd say so, Diana.
Yeah, I don't know about a lot of stuff after 81, but I definitely could be wrong.
Well, it's my turn. She makes the list at number 42.
Okay, and what was she the next number on the?
No.
You're just doing highlights.
Yeah, number 14 is Queen of Hearts, Juice Newton.
Okay, cool. Very popular song.
Absolutely.
All the bands playing it.
And, we've talked a little bit about how country really had a moment in the late 70s, early 80s, crossing over
81.
to pop music. And Juice Newton was another one of those artists along the lines of like Dolly Parton and Kenny Rogers
all of them,
that really scored big pop success and crossed over, It kind of has a Linda Ronstadt kind of feel to it as well.
Indeed. Kind of almost a Brenda Lee type feel.
Absolutely.
To it.
And she had a number one hit that followed this up called The Sweetest Thing I've Ever Known. But I think this is the song that everybody thinks of when they think of Juice Newton.
Yeah, she had another song that Brenda Lee had a big hit with too, and Juice had a big hit with it. Escapes me at the top of my head.
Angel of the Morning?
No.
That's number 25 of this.
Okay.
Yeah, Sweetest Thing I've Ever Known. I got to correct that. That was on number 1 on the country charts.
Cool.
It was number 7 on the pop charts.
Very well.
So there you go.
Very good.
Born February 18th, 1952, still alive at 69.
Oh, love her.
But after that, the career kind of dwindled as far as hits, but
Yeah.
I'm sure she was still packing in the audiences because, as they said, she had lots of country success
Yes.
after this and several other number one country songs
Wow.
that, big in the country world, but maybe not so much in the pop world. But,
Yeah. Isn't
it's
it
a fun song.
Isn't it kind of weird now that this type of music in country is still popular today?
Yeah.
And rock is not, has definitely taken a back seat
Right.
in pop music, which is something I thought would never happen. But
Yeah, there was definitely a time where this sort of stuff just crossed over really well onto pop radio. And, bands like the Oak Ridge Boys had crossover success. But, that time has passed, that's for sure. I mean, you occasionally do get somebody that crosses over like that, but it's a lot rarer.
very, very rare. What was that crazy song about? It was kind of a rap song not long ago, but it was country with I think it was Billy Ray Cyrus, and what was that? Get up, or
I'm not sure.
it was
Achy Breaky Heart.
no. This was
Because that was a crossover success, I think.
no. I mean, this was last year. It was
okay.
The Get Up or
Old Town Road.
Old Town Road. That's it.
Okay, I gotcha.
Yeah, that song to me.
Well, that was like a rap song, wasn't it? That was
With the
of a country.
Yeah, it had a bit of a country.
That made the charts.
It made it was
no,
huge.
it crossed over on a lot of different charts.
When our DJ company was out doing high school and middle school dances, the kids were just going crazy for that song.
Oh yeah, Vegas Nights, right?
Yeah, absolutely, Vegas Nights, baby. Now, I want to mention real quick on Saturday Night Live this last Saturday, Nick Jonas was the host and the performer.
Yep.
And I gotta say that I really appreciated the music that he performed. He was dressed to the T. He had a great presentation. His singing style and his music kind of reminds me along the lines of Bruno Mars, doing great music without leaning towards the auto-tune and the rap type thing.
Right.
Oh yeah.
And Nick Jonas, I was totally impressed, So
I've worked
gotta say it.
Nick Jonas and Demi Lovato concert years ago.
Wow.
I was actually I usually the Jonas Brothers stigma, but
Right.
he actually was good.
He's good. The cat's good. He Justin Timberlake and cats like that. But anyway, I just had to say it because I was really impressed.
Well, I've been making all these playlists of every year of the
I
top
know.
100, and
You're busy, you're busy.
2001. I can't believe that's halfway to 1981.
Man, I'm telling you,
20 years ago, and then double that 40 years. We're back
Double
to
Yeah.
I can't believe it. I'm the one that can't believe it.
Well, number 15, I think, is an all-time classic and so groundbreaking. Blondie's epic Rapture.
Yeah. One of the best songs of the year.
Absolutely. 6.5 minutes. I'm sure they did a radio edit. But this song, it starts off kind of, with the new wave kind of sound with Deborah Harry's amazing vocals. And then eventually, by the end of the song, it's turned into a hip-hop song. Very early doors for rap on the radio, for sure.
Yeah.
With Debbie doing, a fairly credible rap. And name-checking a lot of the guys that were big in the hip-hop scene in New York, but weren't known nationally until this song came out.
Wow. Cool.
Like Fab Five Freddy, for instance.
Yeah. Very cool. Yeah, it's a great pop hit. Has that little guitar rhythm.
It has the disco bass line.
Yeah, a little. The rhythm reminds me of Fame. That little pink, little guitar tacit in the background.
definitely contrasts the song coming up. The Tide is High.
Oh,
Number 17. Yeah,
And is that Blondie too?
that is Blondie.
That was Blondie, yeah. This one was an original, and The Tide is High was a cover.
Ah. Titus High was a smash hit, too.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's really a great, great arrangement. She's ahead of her time there.
Absolutely.
It's like early rap.
Early rap, man.
Absolutely. I mean, this was around the time of like Rapper's Delight, from the Sugar Hill Gang. So it's not like what we think of today as hip hop so much, but at the time, this was pretty groundbreaking.
I'd say. I'd definitely say. Yeah. Yeah, I almost forgot about that part. Very cool, man.
Yeah, Debbie Harry still alive. No, never married, never had kids.
Really?
Well, her boyfriend for a long, long time, her partner really, Chris Stein, was in the band Blondie as well as the guitarist. And I don't know if they're still together, but I hope so because they were definitely a great couple and
at least friendly.
made great music. Yeah.
Very good to know.
75. Yeah, born July 1st, 1945. So.
Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah.
Number 16 is A Woman Needs Love, Just Like You Do by Radio.
That's right. Ray Parker Jr.'s band before his solo success. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Very smooth.
Radio had more hits than I thought, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Woman needs a love just like you do. Don't kid yourself into thinking that she don't. She can fool around just like
You do. And believe me, she will. If you do, she will. Very smooth song.
Yeah, this was their last top 10 hit in the pop charts.
Yeah. Years active, 1977 to 1981, and then 2014 to present.
Oh, very cool.
Oh, they got back together.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Marvelous. Marvelous and wonderful. Yeah.
Originally from Detroit.
Yeah, Ray Parker Jr.
Yeah, he's doing fine with that Ghostbusters money, I'm sure.
Yeah.
We'll get to 84, we'll talk about that.
Absolutely.
He had to give up a little money on that song, too.
Right, because it definitely sounded like other songs.
Yeah, it was the same melody line as I Want a New Drug, Huey Lewis in the News. So he lost a little money, too. He got sued on it.
Wow.
On Ghostbusters. But anyway,
geez.
it happens, other artists have done it unintentionally.
Yep.
Who knows? You just get this tune in your mind and you throw some chords together and say, hey, this sounds good.
Yeah.
And Ghostbusters does sound.
I like it.
Yeah, it sounds different.
Oh, it's a great song.
Sounds different than I Want a New Drug, but just happens to be the notes match too close.
Nothing like it. Yeah. Ghosty.
Ghosty.
Well, should we go to The Tide is High by Blondie?
Yeah, back to Blondie.
Sure.
Just kind of showing their range by scoring another big hit with this cover of a reggae song, The Tide is High.
Great sound, good happy music, great arrangement. She was quite popular. She made a couple movies, and she got a lot. She was in the tabloids a lot too. I remember.
I'm sure. Yeah, she was a superstar at the time. For
she
sure.
was, definitely was.
Just for contrast, let's hear a little bit of the original version of The Tide is High.
Sounds like a polka. Is that Blondie or someone else?
This is the Paragons who originally did the song.
When was this?
Like a reggae polka.
1967.
Wow.
It definitely sounds of its time for sure. And so, Blondie updated it.
She
but
did it. Isn't that fantastic? Because
yeah.
she took a song like that, which was a good song, and just made it a smash hit.
And then in 2001, Atomic Kittens did it.
No kidding.
Yeah. So it's covered by many artists.
Didn't know that. I could see it though. No question
I think that
about
made
it.
the charts too, actually.
Really?
If I recall.
No kidding. Well, great. Yeah. I was so busy in the early '80s. I didn't know what I didn't know what was coming and going. I wasn't on top of the charts in the '80s and in the '90s like I was in the '60s and the '70s. Yeah, because I was so busy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's hard to keep track without Google.
Well, yeah, you didn't have Google in those days and all the good stuff we have now.
Yeah.
Well, we got another all-time classic coming up at number 18 here. Grover Washington Jr. along with Bill Withers on vocals doing Just the Two of Us.
Yeah.
When the sun comes shining through
Smash hit.
to make those rainbows.
Jazzy, R&B-ish, a lot of respect.
Yeah.
Critically acclaimed.
Just the
Two of us.
we can
Make it if we try. Just the two of us. You and I.
This
just the two of us
Yeah.
building castles
In the sky.
great song, and of course, updated in the early 2000s by Will Smith, who did kind of a rap version of it. And then that version was parodied in the Austin Powers movies with Dr. Evil doing his version of it too.
My introduction to this song.
Cool.
But I think the original, of course, is the standard to look to.
Yeah, it's
You can't beat Bill Withers' classic vocal on this.
yeah, you're right.
just the two of us
Yeah.
Timeless.
In the sky. Two of us. Marvelous.
you and I.
Great song. And then we go to
Well, yeah, I guess Grover Washington died in 1999.
Oh,
I didn't
man.
realize that.
yeah.
Wow.
I think that's probably his biggest hit.
Yeah, I think so.
For sure.
Oh, this is another great song, number 19, Slow Hand, the Pointer Sisters.
Yes, I remember it quite well. Yeah. They were scoring hits, the Pointer Sisters.
As the midnight moon was drifting through the lazy sway of the trees,
La la.
the look in your
eyes.
eyes, looking into mine, seeing what you wanted to see.
Ooh.
Darling, don't say a word, 'cause I already heard what your body's saying
To mine.
I'm tired of fast moves, I've got a slow groove.
Yeah.
On my mind, I want a man with a slow hand.
I want a lover with a.
Now, this is interesting because, of course, this is a very well-known song, but I honestly didn't know it was the Pointer Sisters.
Yeah.
Because they had such a varied career. I think their biggest hit came a few years later with Jump, or Jump for My Love. But this song is almost country.
Yeah. And well,
I could
saying
totally hear Juice Newton doing a version of this.
well, funny that you said it because Conway Twitty took it to number 1 on the country charts.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah. Oh Conway, and
That Family Guy cutaway?
no Conway Twitty.
Yeah, they parody him.
They parodied him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Conway had a smash hit with that, and it almost reminds me. I think I'm thinking Eric Clapton might have did it, but Not real sure.
Well, his nickname was Slow Hand.
That's what it is.
But the Pointer Sisters scored lots of hits. Automatic, Jump for My Love, as I mentioned.
Oh, yeah.
Fire was big.
Fire, I used to
He's
do
So
Fire.
Shy. I'm So Excited.
Yeah, that was-
and Neutron Dance were
They had a
all
lot of big
mega
hits,
hits.
yeah.
Yeah. But, they really were able to do a variety of styles. So hats off to them.
They started out kind of, when they first came out, they started out doing like an Andrew Sisters type thing, and that's kind of how they got into performing into hotel nightclubs and casinos. That's how they kind of started. And they actually was doing a boogie woogie bugle boy type act before they started scoring hits.
Wow.
Yeah, because I remember seeing them in Vegas.
That's incredible.
It's incredible.
Very cool.
Mm-hmm.
See, to go back in time, get you a camera,
Kind of like
record all these.
Christine. I wish you did.
Yeah.
Kind of Christine Aguilera did with Candyman.
Oh yeah,
Have you seen that video? Man, that's dynamite.
I haven't, but I'll have to check it out.
Watch it because she does a great job and she looks gorgeous in it.
Well, we're about due for a break.
Cool.
But as we go to break, number 20, Climax Blues Band.
Oh yeah.
Back in the charts after quite an absence, I think. I Love You, big hit. And I don't remember this song, but I'm going to let it jog my memory.
Got what it takes, so I made you my wife.
Oh yeah.
Oh, now I remember it.
Since then,
Oh, yeah.
The guy had a unique voice.
it's like living a dream.
He had a great voice.
And ooh, I love
Very smooth voice.
Definitely remember this now.
came along
Almost sounds like the Beatles.
Sound
You're right. Yeah, there is
Absolutely.
definitely a late era Beatles vibe to it.
definitely sounds McCartney-ish.
Yes, absolutely. It's that piano, that vocal is very McCartney-ish.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they were a British band as well, originally from Stafford, England.
Well, there you go. That's why.
Formed in '67, so they were right, at that point where the Beatles eclipsed everything.
Yeah. Yep. Definitely Beatle influence.
I'm trying to remember what their other
I
big
love-
hit was because I know they had
Precious and
another.
Few is their other big hit, I think.
Couldn't Get It Right was a big hit.
Yeah. I think this is the Climax Blues Band.
Yes.
Yep.
Precious and Few was their smash hit.
Am
I right?
I'm looking.
Gotta have more love.
I think Couldn't Get It Right and I Love You were the two big hits.
Yeah.
I don't see Precious and Few on
Oh
here.
man. I wonder who did that one then.
All the time in the world.
Oh, maybe the title's different or something.
Don't start me talking.
Yeah,
Reflex
no,
Love.
it was
Precious and Few,
Couldn't Get It Right and I Love You were the big hits. But,
Okay.
anyway, we'll have more of the big hits of 1981 when we come back from the break. So everybody stay tuned for more
Viva ENT,
ENT.
baby.
All right.
I want you.